Hey everyone, what is going on? So we are shoutcasting DominatorD1993's Go Battle League set, and they do have 5 battles for us today. So one set, and they're using a team that consists of Hypno, Bastiodon, and Ferrothorn. So what I like about this team is, well, first of all, it doesn't have Azumarill and Registeel. I find that every team I build generally has an Azumarill. And it's definitely not super unique Pokemon. I mean, these are good Pokemon, but usually you see them paired up with ultra powerful ones like the Azumarill, or ultra common ones, I should say. Azumarill, Altaria. So this is definitely pretty interesting, and I'm really excited to see the Ferrothorn. So Ferrothorn is definitely a good Pokemon in the Open Great League because it does counter Pokemon like Azumarill. It hard counters it. And there are other counters to Azumarill, but nothing, I don't think, as good as Ferrothorn, because Ferrothorn is going to resist all of its moves. Besides Ice Beam, it does not resist Ice Beam, but it's neutral to Ice Beam, but Ferrothorn still doesn't take that much, so it hard counters Azumarill really nicely, so hopefully we get to see that in this video at some point. Other Pokemon that I like, such as Galvantula, it does well against Azumarill, obviously, Alolan Raichu, but those Pokemon are still taking a lot from Azumarill because they're really squishy and they don't resist the moves. So in this case, Ferrothorn is going to be able to. So anyway, let's go ahead and jump into the battle and start commentating. See what we've got going up for us in these battles. So that was a Stone Edge Blaziken, which went down from that Hypno's Confusion. We'll have to see what comes in. Going to be a Ludicolo. Now this Hypno has Ice Punch as well as Focus Blast. So really cool moveset. I'm not going to shield from that Ludicolo. Going to go ahead and go for another Ice Punch, which is going to be neutral to this Ludicolo. So going to do some good amount of damage, and we'll have to see what comes in. It's going to be that Ferrothorn. So again, Ferrothorn going to be able to resist those Razor Leafs. In comes Hypno with a charge attack. Obviously, you have to watch out for the Fire Punch. It is an Ice Punch. Neutral. Wouldn't have taken that much, but I would have shielded there as well. So nice shield. So another charge attack coming out from that Hypno, probably another Ice Punch, yep, going to be another Ice Punch, and then that Ferrothorn is going to farm down with Bullet Seed, that's huge. In comes Ludicolo, and again, similar to Azumarill, Ludicolo, it has moves that can do neutral damage to it, like Ice Beam, but it really doesn't generally do that much damage, so Ferrothorn able to pick up that win, so really cool, really nice to see. Love seeing Ferrothorn as well because, as I said, it's a really good Pokemon, and I definitely want to try it out myself for the Great League in Go Battle League because, as I said, it's a really good Pokemon. It's not without problems. It definitely struggles against some Pokemon, namely Steel types, especially if you go with Flash Cannon and Power Whip, which I think is the most common set. I cannot touch like Registeel or Skarmory. What happened? Okay, the opponent just backed out. I guess the opponent didn't want to battle that? That was really interesting. I was not expecting that. I didn't watch these battles ahead of time. So I guess the opponent thought, well, that Hypno definitely beats us on the lead. He didn't know he had Ice Punch, though. But I guess anyway, the opponent wanted to back out for whatever reason. But that's okay. Who knows? Maybe he got a call. Maybe he had to do something else. I don't know. We haven't seen the Bastiodon yet, have we? I don't know if we saw it the first game, but we'll see. I'm sure it'll make an appearance at some point. So jumping into another game. And this trainer, Dominator, is currently rank 7 on their way to rank 8. So hopefully they do go ahead and reach that rank 8. Okay, so we have a losing matchup. Hypno versus Umbreon. Now, losing to an extent. I mean, if that Hypno was able to get off that Focus Blast, it would do a lot to an Umbreon. Foul Play does hit Bastiodon. So nice switch to catch that. But unfortunately, in comes Blaziken, absolutely eating away at this Bastiodon, but Bastiodon is able to at least get off a Stone Edge, which might pick up the shield. Yep, gonna go ahead and pick up the shield. Would have knocked out that Blaziken, pretty sure of that. And now in comes that Hypno. Hypno obviously might take a decent amount of damage. We'll see what attack. Gonna be a Blaze Kick. Okay, probably doesn't have Blast Burn. Going to get to another Blaze Kick. And the damage is definitely adding up. Hypno is not wanting to take it, and it's going to be able to feint that Blaziken. Now, if the Umbreon comes back in, it does have Focus Blast. As I said, your opponent never knows what charge attacks Hypno has because all of its charge attacks are good. But anyway, the Ferrothorn comes in, and we'll see what's in the back. Going to be a Galvantula. Okay, so Galvantula with Bug Buzz is going to do neutral damage, but it actually does a lot of damage. This Power Whip is going to be resisted. But one more Power Whip should be enough after a couple Bullet Seeds. We'll have to see. Discharge does come out, so perhaps bluffing that Bug Buzz, but no shield on the Ferrothorn's end. So here comes another Power Whip. The Galvantula might decide to shield. We'll have to see if it does. It does not shield, and that Galvantula does collapse. In comes Umbreon, so this is definitely going to be interesting, right? A Power Whip comes out. If that Hypno can land that Focus Blast, he's probably going to take that game. Umbreon does not shield. Umbreon thinks he's probably in the clear. He doesn't know the Hypno has that Focus Blast. Do you go for the bait, or do you go for the Focus Blast? Probably the bait, right? I don't know. What's he going to go for? Okay, another Foul Play comes out. Maybe he's not going for anything because this attack might take it out. It does not take it out. He went for the Focus Blast. If you're the Umbreon, you definitely shield. If you don't, this is a mistake. Okay, yeah, he shields that, and Hypno will collapse. Okay, nice attempt. Nice attempt. I would have liked to see that Focus Blast go into Umbreon, but nonetheless, it was not able to happen. But that's okay. That was definitely a hard-fought battle. It was also close, right? It was really close. Despite losing that lead, leading Hypno into Umbreon, it was still a close game. And looks like just waiting a moment to begin the next game. Okay, we're going to go ahead and start searching for another opponent. So finding the next opponent. So we'll have to see what the lead is. Again, I'm really hoping to see an Azumarill into a Ferrothorn. So we'd see, okay, Sawk. Interesting. I have never seen Sawk. So that's very, very interesting. Again, these are ranked 7 battles. So you might find people who are a little bit more casual. So maybe that's why he's running Sawk. But anyway, Sawk is staying in, and it does go ahead and fall. And in comes Bastiodon. So yeah, I guess he's going straight for Focus Blast, hoping that this opponent does not shield it. And we'll have to see. It does not shield it. Oh my gosh, that almost one-shots it. That almost one-shots a Bastiodon. That is crazy. That is crazy. Probably, honestly, I don't think I would have shielded that either. I don't know. I mean, you see Focus Blast occasionally on Hypno, but I don't think it's ultra common. I think dual punches or like Shadow Ball and Ice Punch or Thunder Punch, I think those are probably the more common sets. But Focus Blast, obviously, you do see on Hypno at times. But either way, this game is definitely over. So Bastiodon is going to go ahead and win that, or the opponent actually backs out. So yeah, I mean, it was a pretty solid team on the opponent's end. Outside of that Sawk, which is you're not really used to. But other than that, pretty solid team. Anyway, okay, it looks like one more game, I guess, one more game. So we're going to go ahead and find the opponent. I think there's only 5 battles in this game, in this video. We'll have to see. But let's see how this next match goes. Hypno into a Medicham. Okay, Medicham is a really good Pokemon. We don't see it super much, like too much. I see it occasionally. So we'll have to see how this plays out. Yeah, we'll have to see I don't know what this Medicham could go for that's going to beat Hypno. I mean, Ice Punch is not doing much, but I guess he doesn't want to lose switch advantage, so he's just sticking around. I mean, I guess the Ice Punch damage is adding up. Here comes the Power Up Punch. That's going to boost Ice Punch, but it switches out into Skarmory. That Skarmory actually has Steel Wing. Very interesting. In comes Bastiodon. Bastiodon is definitely a good wall to Skarmory. However, Flash Cannon, I guess, is neutral. You probably, in that situation, you probably just want to go for the Flash Cannon if you have it on the Skarmory, because it is neutral and it's a hard-hitting move. So yeah, whereas Sky Attack is like double resisted, isn't it? So we'll see. This Bastiodon is going to go ahead and go for the Flamethrower, which should be enough. Actually, maybe not. No, it's not. Never mind. Bastiodon has a low attack. But, I mean, at the end of the day, the damage, I guess, is adding up to the Bastiodon. I guess because it has Steel Wing. That's why the damage is adding up. But anyway, here comes Whiscash. This Bastiodon already did its job, so it's just going to go ahead and get some extra damage off. Stone Edge will be shielded by the Whiscash. Going to go ahead and throw that Mud Bomb, hoping to knock out the Bastiodon as it does. Ferrothorn going to have an absolute blast. But Whiscash bells, and in comes Hypno. Hypno is going to go ahead and go straight Focus Blast, wants to knock out this Medicham. Now, Focus Blast is going to be resisted, but Medicham will block that. And a Charge Attack is coming through, probably doesn't care, even if it's knocked out. Power Punch is not going to be enough to knock it out. Even an Ice Punch wouldn't, but it would come close. An Ice Punch is coming out from the Hypno, hoping to knock out that Medicham. As it does, yep, it does. So in comes Whiscash. Whiscash is probably going to farm down at this point, but another Ice Punch from Hypno comes out. You can see how tanky Hypno is. So yeah, it looks like we didn't see any Azumarill in this video, which is really unfortunate. I would have loved to see the Ferrothorn versus the Azumarill, but that's okay. So in comes Ferrothorn, and Ferrothorn is definitely going to shield this. That would have done a good amount, but Ferrothorn still would have been able to take it. So Power Whip is going to go and connect into this Whiscash, and that will be enough to make Whiscash fall. And going to go ahead and go 4-1. So if you continue playing sets like this, you should reach rank 8 before you know it. And then the grind to rank 9, which I'm currently in, which is really difficult, will commence. But yeah, let's see what the encounter is. Going to be a Metagross. Okay, really nice. You could actually encounter Metagross again, not just as your original encounter, as you can see this trainer did. And I didn't know that before I encountered it a second time, but that's pretty cool. Yeah, definitely a little bit annoying to try and catch it, right? I guess I could have edited these catches out, but that's okay. We'll just watch and see how long it takes him to catch Metagross. Yeah, I remember when I encountered my second Metagross, it took me several silver pineapple berries. I couldn't catch it, and then I used the golden and caught it immediately. But yeah, he does go ahead and catch that one. And actually a pretty good Metagross. And we'll just go ahead and hopefully see his rating. And the rating is going to pop on screen, so almost to rank 8. And that's going to be it for this video, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day. Bye. Thank you so much for checking out my latest video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to follow me on Twitter. If you like this video, check out one of my other videos that you'll probably enjoy.